Hello everybody. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a simple plugin. So let's take this scenario. You have your posts on your home page. When you click on it, there's no featured image at the top. I want it to have a featured image. Now one way to put the featured image would be just to add the code to the functions PHP, but the thing is, when you switch themes, then the code would be would be switched out along with the theme. Then you'd have to do it again. So a good thing to do is to put that kind of code into a function, into a plugin. And this is just a simple one, and it's a good demonstration. So in order to create a plugin, the first thing we have to do is navigate into your plugins folder, and in there, within it, create a new folder. And I'm going to label it add featured image. Okay, and inside that folder we're going to add two files. I'm going to label the first one add featured image.php, and I'm going to make a new one also, and I'm going to label that one style.css. Now the first file we're going to look into is this add featured image.php. We're going to put a little bit of code in there. So we're going to put some code here. I'll just paste it in, and don't worry about memorizing this code. I'm gonna put a link to all the code in the description link. So we add this as comments, and what this is this is information that WordPress will look at when it's finding plugins. So we put in the plugin name, that's what it'll be recognized. You put in the plugin URI, http wpbasics.org. That's a website I'm working on for this YouTube channel. It'll be up and running very soon. Description, this will allow a featured image to appear in the post page. That's just so people can see what the plugin's about, the author, and so forth. You put this information in there, and then you can save it. Now if we were to go to our dashboard and refresh it, it already appears here. I mean, nothing's going to happen right now because there's no code, so I'm not going to activate it just yet, but you can see that we're well on our way to creating the plugin. Here's the description, we put in the URI and so forth, the version, and but you can see it's already appearing there. So let's do a little bit more. Now, what do we want this plugin to do? So what I'm going to do here is paste in the code that allows the featured image to appear. Okay, so basically what this code does is here it defines the size, and this size you can change it according to your theme. This size is meant here for the Magazine Pro theme, which I'm using, but if you have a different theme and it uses a different featured image size, just change these numbers and it'll work out for you. So this code here, basically what it's doing is here, it's taking this is an action, it's adding an action to a hook. This is the hook, the before entry hook. And what I'm adding is something that I've created. I've named it JA display featured image. And basically this is telling it if there is a post available, and if there is a thumbnail available, then return the thumbnail and hook it onto here. That's basically what this is telling us to do. And I'll just show you a little something right now. If you want to know where your hooks are and so forth, this is a little on the side, but that's just quickly. Download a plugin called what's it called now again? Give me 1 second. It's called Genesis Visual Hooks. That couldn't come to my memory. So basically what that is, once you've installed that, if you click on Action Hooks, it actually shows you where all the hooks are. So if you wanted to enter it, you know, in any particular place, you couldn't do that. You just look at here. So where we're going to enter is before the entry hook. So that we're going to enter it right here before the entry hook. So that's going to put it right on top. Okay. So this is a plugin that I really like. It actually shows you where the hooks are. So if you wanted to move that featured image around, let's say you wanted it a little bit below the header title, you could do that. You hook it onto this one instead. But that's just on a side note. The Genesis Visual Hooks is a nice plugin to help you find where the hooks are. But in any case, so we've now added this code here. So let's save it. And let's go to our website and let's refresh it. Oh, I forgot to activate it. Let's activate the plugin. Let's do that. Okay, it's activated. So now if we go here, you can see that it's already there, and I'll show you where the hooks are again. See, we hooked it onto before entry. So put the picture right there. If we wanted it underneath this title, we would use this hook instead. But one thing I'm not too crazy about is this featured image is a little bit too close to this, where I want a little bit of space there. So we're going to put some code into our CSS file, style.css file. So basically what I want to do is put a code something like this. I want the featured image to be aligned to the top. The margin at the bottom, I want to give it a little bit more space, to give it maybe, let's say 20 pixels. And on the maximum width, we want to set it to 100%. And this is on smaller devices. You set it to 40 pixels margin bottom. But in any case, let's save that, and you can see the difference. So we refresh, and you can see now it's not going to pick up yet because we have to register that. So give me 1 second. Let's do that. So basically what's preventing the style CSS from affecting the web pages, that first thing we have to do is we have to register the style. Otherwise, I mean, we have the file there, but WordPress doesn't see it. So we have to register that, and we can do it like this. Put in this code. Now this code registers the style for the plugin. So you just create a function and you name it whatever you want. I called it JA, my first initials, add style to the plugin. And then we put in this code, and this code is going to be put onto the description field, so you don't worry about memorizing all of it. And I just picked up this code on Google, and the only thing you really have to do with this code is customize this field to anything you want, but whatever you name it, copy it here as well. Okay, and then the style CSS, this points to where you saved your style CSS for the featured image. Since the style CSS file is within the same folder, all you have to do is put -style.css and it'll pick it up. And now you can go ahead and save it. And now if we go back to our page, you can see it put a little bit more space there, and I think that looks better. And that's pretty much it. I'll just give a little bit more information. Basically what this is doing here, it's registering your style CSS folder file that we created so that WordPress can see it. And what this is doing is it's unqueuing it so that when it starts, it knows to use that. Because if you just put this, it'll be there, it'll see it, but nothing's going to happen. You have to unqueue it so that WordPress knows that to add an action, that when that file is required, it'll pull it. And that's basically all these do. And like I said, I'm going to put a copy of these on the description folder. And that's basically how you create a little plugin. I mean, this is a very simple one, but I mean, you could add all kinds of different PHP to do whatever you want. And you can put whatever CSS you wanted. I mean, if we wanted to put 50 pixels in here, we could put even more space. You would just go ahead and do that. And then we can go and I'll show you how it looks. So we go here. See, now the space is even bigger. Now creating a plugin like that it's nice because we can use this for multiple themes, and we have it available for us. And it's also good practice to create a nice simple plugin like that. Well, that's the end of the video. Hope you liked it. Please drop me any comments and any you know, if you liked it, like the video, share it, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye bye.